Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so very much for joining me. As I mentioned when I was building the kayak crate, I have another upgrade that I need to make to the kayak to help with stability. And that, my friends, is right here. I have two outriggers that I have purchased. I'll be honest with you, they're a little bit bigger than I anticipated them being, but I think that's gonna work out just fine. I'll do a full setup, but for right now, I need to mount this mounting bracket right here onto the kayak so that I can mount the outriggers here. So I've went ahead and drilled the holes where I need them to be. Now I'm gonna add in a couple of screws, and then tomorrow morning, if all goes as planned, I will actually be taking this kayak out fishing to test them out. So I'm gonna test out the crate and the outriggers on the same trip. Fingers crossed this goes well. We'll have to see though. Anyway, I'm gonna get this attached. I'll see you in a minute. To attach these, it's pretty simple. It's got these two bolts here on the end. You stick it in the slot in the mounting bracket and tighten them down. It's that simple. So this, again, the whole purpose of this is to move some of my weight, because as I've mentioned in the past, I am a little bit on the high end of the the weight of this. So yeah, looks like I'm pretty well good to go. Just got to get them attached, which I will do when I get to the lake in the morning. Either way, these are all ready to go now. I will tell you, getting these floats on here, which they are inflatable by the way, getting these floats on here was probably the hardest part of this entire build. So, got the other one inside, put them in the back seat of the truck when I'm on my way tomorrow. But either way, like I mentioned, I'm gonna get out and do some fishing in the morning. We'll see how everything goes. I'll see you in the morning. So one of the things that I've kind of challenged myself to do this year is to learn new ways of fishing that I've never done before. I've done a lot of cranking, I've done a lot of spinner baits, I've done a lot of that kind of stuff, and this year I want to learn something new. So one of the things I've decided to try to learn is the wacky worm. I've heard really good things about this rig, so we're gonna give it a shot. I tried some top water this morning, lost a rattle trap, so I'm gonna try something a little bit different. We'll see how it works. A little surprised at how good this is casting. Wasn't quite expecting that, considering it's such a light bait. So far, my stabilizers are doing really well. I'm not tipply at all. Creates a little bit of drag, which is a bit unfortunate, but all in all, I don't feel like I'm gonna tip out of the thing. I will say I spilled my Coke all over the bottom of my kayak this morning, so that's unfortunate. I don't have a towel. Do have some paper towels in the truck though. Fortunately, it doesn't help my tracking like I hoped it might. Oh well. Alright, let's keep going. Got one. Oh, he's a little tiny friggin' bluegill. Just, wow. All right, well, I had a fish. I had another bite, I think. Oh, I got one. Oh, I lost it. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang it. Had the drag set too low. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That one hit it when it was sitting out front. I made a mess in the bottom of my kayak, and also I left my sunglasses in the car. So, and I'll try some new spots. Can't tip even if I wanted to. Alrighty. There we go. That time I made a decent cast. Got one. God, oh, that's, oh, come on. Come on. God dang it. Felt like a good one. So far, I've really only gotten bites on the wacky rig. So, guess I'll keep trying it. Try rigging it a little bit different because I haven't been able to stay hooked. Instead of using the ring, I'm gonna just go straight through. There we go. All right. Now, let's get straightened up. You know what? I'll make a cast that way. Why not? That was not my greatest cast. That's a fish. Nope, it's a log. I got me a 3-pounder here. Alright everybody, I am not entirely sure when that other GoPro died, but just in case you guys didn't see any of this, I so far have gotten 2 pretty good bites on the wacky rig, and haven't been able to land them. I think I need some better hooks. I think I bought some, but I can't find them at the moment, so guess I'll keep looking for them. But anyway, so far the stabilizers are doing fantastically. They do create a little bit of drag. They actually don't they don't help with any. They don't help any with tracking, which I was kind of hoping they would, but they don't. That being said, kind of a slow morning. Lake's very cheesy, a lot of moss. Just honestly doesn't look super healthy at the moment, but back here looks okay. So I'm gonna keep fishing with the wacky rig for a little bit longer, and then I can't go fishing and not catch something. So after that, I'll probably switch over to the inline spinner bait. As you guys know, that's my favorite bait. Anyway, all in all, I'm not gonna call it a complete and utter failure with the wacky rig. Just have to keep trying. Anyway, let me get back to fishing. Crate's working really, really well as well, actually. All right, let's get back to fishing. Right up there, actually, is where I had a really nice encounter with a deer during the youth hunt, or I'm sorry, during the quota hunt. That's the one that came in before daylight, the day it was supposed to rain really hard. I don't know where, I still don't know where that deer came from. It was just all of a sudden there. I don't know. Either way, it was right up there. So far, every bite I've gotten has been when it's been sitting for a while. So, fish seem to like it moving slowly. So I've been trying to move super slow. Cast it out, let it sit for a little bit. Twitch it a little bit, let it sit for a while, make sure it sinks all the way to the bottom. Always watching my line. Again, I don't quite know how all this works. Not big plastic rubber worm guy, never really have been. I like to move when I fish. This sitting still thing's kind of annoying, I'll be honest about it. But I've heard that it's a good way to catch fish. I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna figure it out. Ooh, that was a bite. That was a bite. I felt that one right as I started to pick it up. Oh crap, I got a fish. Oh, it's a good one. It's, oh yeah. My first wacky worm fish, guys, right here. Gotcha. All right. Right in the roof of the mouth. He ain't going anywhere. Not a keeper. But I caught one. All right, let's see how big he is. I know he's not a keeper. Took my worm though, you little butthead. Let's see how long he is. Oh, actually, he might actually keep. He's a little too small for me to keep, but he is actually 12 inches, so he would count in the tournament. Either way, one fish. First wacky rig fish. Heck yeah. Pretty excited about it. That's a good spot right there. Anyway, I'm gonna keep fishing. All right, let's get you back in the water there, Hoss. Bye-bye. All right, check my line. All is good. All right. another worm. In case you're curious, I'm using the Guggen Baits Lunker Log in black and blue flake. Black with blue flake. Again, I've gotten quite a few bites, so. That's what it looks like right there. 5-inch Lunker Log. I know there's different sizes now. It's been a while since I've caught a fish. That fish felt huge. Let's see if we can't get us another one. Oh, that was another bite. See if he comes back for it. I've been 2 casts in a row. That would have been pretty sweet. Problem with fishing these coves, guys, this is where all the logs kind of end up. They're gonna be here at the dam, or at the dam. Oh, kept my worm. Oh, look at that, a mink. Oh my god, a mink. Holy crap. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. That was cool as hell. I don't know if I should show that to Laura or not. We're only about 10 miles from my house. She's terrified one of those is gonna get our chickens. And I'll be honest with you, until this moment, I didn't think they existed. Like, really. Alright, y'all. Well, that's gonna do it. There's just so much moss and it's starting to get windy. I don't know what it is. I just can't catch anything today. It is what it is. I don't know what I'm doing with the wacky rig or anything like that, and I'm frustrated. That being said, the outriggers worked pretty well. I'm very stable. That being said, they do get in the way, which I was kind of hoping they wouldn't, but they do, so ain't nothing I can do about it now. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. See you in a minute. All right, everybody. I had to make a slight adjustment to the outriggers. Quite frankly, they were way too much in the way. So I had to move it further to the back to get it out of the way. So I'm just putting the kayak in now, and then I'll attach the outriggers once I get the back end floating. So, I don't know if any of you are familiar with this lake that I'm fishing in, but there's a type of fish in this lake that a lot of people have never even heard of. It's a cross between a sauger and a walleye, and they've been stocking them every year in this lake since 2013, so it's been 11 years at this point. So I watched a gentleman when I was sitting at my campsite the other day catch one, and they have these giant bait balls or bait pods. I don't really know what they're actually called, but just big balls of bait fish that kind of congregate in this lake. And what he was doing, and I'm currently looking for one of those bait pods, but what he was doing is he was getting on one side of it, casting to the other side, and reeling down underneath with a crankbait right through the middle of it. And he caught at least one white bass and at least one good sauger. He caught a couple more fish that way, but I don't know what they were. So sauger, because they're, or I'm sorry, saugeye, because they're a lot like walleye, prefer deep, colder water. So what I've been doing is just kind of hanging out in the middle of the lake, probably getting my legs fried, and casting and using a deep diving crankbait to get down deep until I find one of those shoals of bait or whatever the hell they're called. Outriggers seem to be doing okay. I mean, I am leaning all the way over to the right, and there is no way in heck I'm tipping that way. And all the way over to the right, or I'm sorry, the left, no tipping. All in all, honestly, it creates quite a bit of drag, which is kind of annoying. You're not going anywhere fast when you got these outriggers on, but you also don't have to worry about tipping over. So even though I'm looking to possibly upgrade my kayak in the near future, and I may still choose to fish out of Chandler's kayak pretty regularly as well, this is a definite viable option for a stable kayak, albeit slow. It's a stable but very slow kayak because of those outriggers. Just creates a lot of drag. And again, it might not be so bad if you're in the same kayak with this exact same setup if you're a little bit lighter than me. So this kayak has a 250-pound weight limit, and I am about 230 pounds plus all of my gear and equipment, water bottles, whatever. I'm probably escaping the weight limit, so because of that, my back end is a little bit lower than it probably ideally would be. All right, I haven't cast it in a minute. Let's see what happens here. Again, I'm going for the elusive saw guy. All right, so let's talk about the stabilizers to kind of close this out. Now, a couple things. Do they do the job? Yeah, they do the job. It makes the kayak infinitely more stable. However, they're either in the way, so you had to move them further back, and when you move them further back, they become they create so much drag, it's hard to pedal or paddle. Now, do they do the job? Yes. Was it worth $100? Yeah, probably. However, my advice to you is this: unless you already have an inexpensive kayak that is just way too unstable, make sure you are just getting something made for you. If you weigh 300 pounds, don't get something whose weight limit is 325 pounds and expect it to be stable. So do a little bit more research than I did would be my advice. I wish, looking back, I'd rather have spent the extra $100 that I spent on the outriggers and just bought a more expensive kayak. So it is what it is. That being said, I don't know. Again, it's more stable now, so I mean, I guess that was the ultimate goal. That's all that really matters. That being said, I want to thank you all so very much for watching. You have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. If you're getting ready to go to bed, you have a good night's sleep, and I'll see you on the next one.